Despite Candiace's recent statement, rumors are that allegedly she was fired from Real Housewives of Potomac. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Candiace was fired from Real Housewives of Potomac. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more, and here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly, despite her statement, Candiacedillard was indeed fired from Real Housewives of Potomac. The source explains, Candiace was in complete shock when she was not asked back at the franchise. Candiace and her team allegedly knew that she was a shoo-in to return, but suddenly the tables had flipped. Candiace was out and with no explanation. And behind the scenes, some are speculating what could have been her demise, but nothing has been confirmed. Some rumors are that she was sacrificed by production in order to save face with Robin's exit. Other rumors are that production allegedly saw Candiace as a liability with the constant unprovoked attacks against her. She could have very well ultimately sued the production company for an unsafe working environment, ended the source. Behind the scenes, show besties Wendy and Karen are also shocked by Candiace's exit. And rumors are that they are extremely unnerved by the way it appears production pushed Candiace out, said the source. For now, Candiace maintains that she left on her own accord, but the sources say only time would tell if that is true. Now, kinfolk, this is some information from the shocking announcement today that Candiace is leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac after 6 years at the franchise. And kinfolk, I mean, the rumors are coming in left and right. But the first thing about this rumor I think we all can agree on is this. This is extremely frustrating news to hear that Candiace was allegedly pushed out by production. Do I believe it? I absolutely do. Now, we're going to give Candiace the benefit of the doubt that she left on her own accord. But sources are saying it just does not seem that way. But I will say this, it is extremely frustrating knowing that Candiace has been attacked, unprovoked attacks against her. And it seems as if it's more frustrating the fact that it seems that Ashley will remain on the franchise after it was very clear that Ashley allegedly had something to do with setting up Candiace to be attacked at her launch event for her clothing line. And so fans and viewers are seeing these things happen to Candiace, and they are really sympathizing with Candiace and see Candiace as really the victim in all of this. And to see Candiace pushed out or even having to leave because she feels like her mental health is deteriorating is extremely frustrating to watch. And it seems the production does not want to make it right by also getting rid of the people who contribute to her mental health decline, people such as Ashley. So, kinfolk, I think we all can agree this is extremely frustrating news to hear, and production has a lot of more work to do until they can gain back the trust of the fans. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor, I think again we all can agree on, and I feel like we all can agree on this because we have seen it play out right in front of us, and it's this. This is extremely messy on production's part. This is, I mean, the most messy thing they could have done with this cast shakeup. Candiace has been, what's her term, maligned excessively for the past couple of seasons. And fans have been telling the production that we see the tricks in the games that Gizelle and Robin and Ashley are playing, and we're sick and tired of it. And it seems as if production is being messy by, pushing Candiace out, but allowing her agitators to stay. You know, people are saying that Robin is leaving, but it has not been confirmed. People say that Ashley is leaving, but it has not been confirmed. So it's very messy for production to push out the one person who was actually the victim in all of this. And so seeing how this messy shakeup is taking place, it is only going to make fans distrust the network and production even more. I cannot begin to tell you how many fans I saw on social media talking about how they are done with Real Housewives of Potomac because they continue to allow people to be attacked and allow the aggressors and the people who are carrying out these unprovoked attacks to stay at the franchise. It's almost like they are rewarding this bad behavior. So with that being said, this was very messy by production. It was done in a very, very messy way. And I think it is going to prove to be an issue for them moving on in the next phase of the franchise, especially going into next season. All of this has happened even before we even seen one episode of the reunion. So it seems the production really don't know what they're doing other than just being messy. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this room I think is very clear to see. I think anyone can see this, and it's, again, no surprise because we have been seeing production do this for the last couple of seasons, and it's this. It's evident that this push out of Candiace was not well thought out. It was not well thought out at all. You know, here you are, you have Candiace who is being pushed out at the franchise, you know, or at least allegedly pushed out. And it's not well thought out because the production didn't think about the optics of this. If production was really trying to listen to the fans, they would know that the two people that we wanted to see away from the franchise was Robin or Ashley, or Robin and Gizelle. One or two of those three had to go. And it seems as if production just simply does not care and didn't think this thing through. Candiace, for all intents and purposes, is a franchise housewife at Real Housewives of Potomac. When you think about Potomac, you think about Candiace and you think about Karen. Automatic, right off the top, no questions asked. And now you're getting rid of one of your franchise star players. It may sound dramatic, but it's like Bravo when they got rid of Nene. Like, what in the world were you thinking? Candiace was the person who really brought in a younger demographic. Now younger viewers are not going to sit there and watch Karen and Gizelle and especially Charisse continue to act as if they are the gatekeepers of Potomac. Now Karen is okay, and I do believe Karen was in Candiace's corner. But, however, nobody really wants to see Gizelle continue this grumpy old woman act outside with the rest of the ladies in a younger demographic. So by getting rid of Candiace, it's almost as if production is saying we don't care about that demographic, that very important demographic. We want to see Gizelle grumpy old self continue to antagonize and terrorize these young housewives, and to the point their mental health deteriorates and they just decide to quit the show. It is sick. And I think that fans are officially over it. Now, kinfolk, the last part of this rumor, I think this is somewhat factual because we have too many examples of this happening in the past, and it's this. The Real Housewives of Potomac ratings next season are going to plummet. I mean, it is just going to plummet. Whenever you see a franchise get rid of a franchise housewife, the ratings next season always plummet. Look at Real Housewives of Atlanta. To be perfectly honest with you, Real Housewives of Atlanta kept their ratings up after Nene, but the spark was no longer there. And those huge ratings were no longer there as well. There are just certain formulas you cannot mess up. And for them to fire Candiace and continue to keep Robin and Ashley, it goes to show you that they really do not care about this franchise. They don't care how they handle this franchise. They don't care how they produce this franchise. And ratings are going to fall because fans are looking at this as if like, what are you doing? Why are you continuing to reward this bad, insidious behavior from Gizelle, Robin, and Ashley? I mean, for crying out loud, Ashley, for all intents and purposes, allegedly, and it looks this way, but we're going to say allegedly because she claims she had no idea what her friend was going to do at the event. But it really does seem like she set Candiace up to be physically attacked. And so now you have this whole thing where you have someone who has been literally ran off of a franchise, the ratings are going to suffer because people are going to do protests, non-watching protests. And you're going to see that the ratings already started to fall this season while Candiace was on the show being terrorized and while Wendy was being terrorized. And now it seems as if Gizelle, Robin, and Ashley got their way. Yeah, ratings are going to take a nosedive. And it is going to stay that way for a while until production start to show that they are listening to the fans and they really do take their housewives' mental health seriously. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. Of course, this is all speculation and alleged information. But do you think Candiace was pushed out by production, or do you think she actually left on her own accord? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.